So I was thinking about this. I would love to see like an alternate version of Green Goblin as well, and having like
Ooh.
kind of like a more, how in in the comics, Green Goblin, yes, there was this version of him that was evil and like wanted to kill Peter Parker and all Peter Parkers. But imagine having this version of, you know, Green Goblin that's not only like sure of himself but has been able to like take control of the change that he has, and actually lead the Avengers.
Well, that would be really
You
cool.
mean Willem Dafoe now?
Yeah, but like not so he isn't evil.
Hmm.
Kind of like a Deadpool like switch, you know.
But they gave him something
Oh
in
yeah.
No Way Home, so maybe that's what leads to it.
Right.
Not only that, but like Wolverine.
Oh,
Hugh Jackman's Wolverine
Well, that would be
Mhm.
on
really
this
cool.
Avengers team,
That would be
Cool.
awesome.
right? I know
I
Amina wants to talk about Toby and Andrew.
I do. He was stalling because I was eating chicken. He's such a good boyfriend. I've been hearing a lot about like Toby and Andrew in multiverse, and I'll tell you why I don't like that idea and why I don't think it's going to happen. One, I don't think Andrew was available because Tick Tick Boom is a thing,
Right.
and it's a big
Yep.
thing. I mean, he was filming it. He filmed it right after No Way Home,
Yes.
and so he could have been filming it. He could have been on press for it.
Well, actually, no. So he filmed Tick Tick Boom first. They filmed
No,
right?
They
Because he
didn't.
was only
No.
there for 1 week at the end of the filming during reshoot.
because Lin-Manuel Miranda in an interview asked Andrew Garfield on the set of Tick Tick Boom, "Are you in the new Spider-Man movie? Were you like, did you film for the new Spider-Man movie?" And Andrew was like, "What? I don't know what you're talking about. What? No,
Yeah,
definitely
you can't
not.
tell
No."
anyone.
Yeah, and so he kind of just like laughed it off, and it was because he had just done it, and so he wasn't good at lying about it.
Interesting.
So
well, then
he
how
was.
long ago did they film for No Way Home? Because
Yeah, it was summer 2020.
Oh, okay. Because I knew
I
he
think
was.
something like
They
that,
just
yeah.
filmed. Because I remember, like at the end of No Way Home, that was when they shot it. Was like during the post production of, the movie. So that was like way after.
Hello, I'm in love with Tom Holland. He filmed Uncharted in like the early summer
Yeah.
of 2020, and then hopped onto Spider-Man 3, and that post came out October of 2020,
Yeah,
something like that. He posted that story. I'm in love with him.
Also,
Really?
Uncharted got delayed like 6 times. So
Really? Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
yeah, Uncharted
Um,
got delayed a bunch.
He was supposed to film it in like 2017, 18.
That's when they started. Yeah, production
They
was like
changed directors
right
like
before
5
Infinity War.
times.
Oh my
They
gosh.
changed directors so many times. And it's coming out today. Actually, today. It
Yeah,
came out
tonight,
today.
yeah.
Woo!
It was
Congrats,
like the
Tom.
whole thing that happened with Solo when they like redid the whole script like twice.
Ooh, homegirl, I'm probably gonna see that movie tomorrow. What am I doing tomorrow?
My friend Amanda got to see it last night. She's a TikToker, and she went
Did
to
she
like
like
the
it?
premiere. Yeah, she loved it. She said it's really good.
Oh, good.
I'm hearing a lot of interesting things. So it's like if a lot of people who like were like diehards of the game didn't like the movie at all,
Mhm.
but a lot of the people who haven't played the games love the film. So
I actually have watched every single like game clip
Interesting.
of Uncharted. So I'm
Really?
very interested in it. Yeah, I watched I'm in love with Tom Holland. Let me just
Makes
reiterate
sense.
that one more time. I watched every single clip of Uncharted. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I have a date with Tom Holland tomorrow. Sorry,
but
honey.
the movie is like not like the game though. That's the issue.
Yeah.
It's a prequel.
Yeah, that's why a lot of people aren't happy
That's
with it.
the point.
Yeah. So I talked to you guys a little bit about this, but there's a line in the trailer that's like, they're trying to Professor X basically is like, hey, I'm gonna tell you the truth, and then it like cuts off. And I talked to each of you guys about this, and you guys both gave me like two completely different answers.
Okay.
So I was thinking that the whole time, everything that we like learned so far and have watched, but this is not the true MCU timeline. This has been a split timeline since the beginning. So this whole like MCU since Iron Man has been a variant of all these characters, and we're not actually watching the true timeline.
Mm-hmm.
What do you feel about that?
I think that's a really good theory. There's so many theories, like, about like the post House of M and things like
Yeah.
that. So this kind of
Mhm.
like is like kind of like a different version of like that, like, where there's like this is like a different branch like, yeah, I think that's a really good theory. And honestly, anything could be plausible. There's
Mhm.
no, we never can really say. People are dead set in one thing, and then Marvel throws a curveball and it's something completely different.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, this whole MCU has been like lived in like a warped reality created and like run by Wanda. And I feel like WandaVision was kind of like that stepping point, was like, oh, this actually isn't real. Everything that's happening is being controlled. But like I think this is like on a certain level where all the mutants in like the MCU, X-Men, and everything that's come, before, they've all been there, but Wanda's like made it so they haven't been able to participate in anything. She's been
Oh
like
yeah.
pulling the strings with everything that's happened. So I feel like, to everyone, yes, there was that Doctor Strange spell where they forgot he was Spider-Man, but imagine that Wanda made everyone forget about everything. Yeah, what's up?
Okay, I raised my hand. I don't know if the YouTubers literally saw this idea form in my head as it happened. When you brought that theory up to me, my first thought was, then why did Vision die so many times? Because if Wanda was in control of everything, then I don't see. And
But here's the thing.
But
right?
even then, Vision is alive now. He remembers
yeah.
her, and he's still left. So I don't think that Vision dying is an absolute.
Mhm.
But I don't understand.
See, but then why is the TVA involved with this? Why are we seeing them show up?
But here's my next thing on how that theory can kind of work in a way that's like not as big of a scale.
Mhm.
I think I would love if we're watching Multiverse of Madness, we get to like close to the end, not even close to the end, like maybe a little bit more halfway through, and all of it's been a trick that Wanda has like been, like everything that we know about Multiverse of Madness has all been Wanda's illusion, all of her trick.
Like Mysterio, like everything he did was an illusion. Like this
Exactly.
is all, like,
everything was her. And then that's when we're like, oh, she's the villain.
right. Like the real villain.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Well, we know that she's going to attack Illuminati HQ and kill all of them. Well, at least in my opinion, I don't think any of the Illuminati is going to come out alive, because they did do a massive fight scene that literally took 7 months to film, plus 6 weeks of reshoots. The amount of characters that they could have, and that this fight could, take place, and the scale of it is insane.
literally.
Like, yes, we've seen Shuma Gorath, or I guess Gargantos, but like that's only like a small portion of like what she could bring in from the Darkhold.
And I feel like that's going to be in like the beginning of the movie. I feel like that's going to be something in the beginning.
Yeah.
We saw that in like the teaser. We saw it in the regular trailer. I feel like it's going to be something early on.
Oh, the fight with Gargantos and
Yes,
Strange.
yeah.
I agree. Yeah. Because they're trying to escape Wanda and everything.
Right. I feel like maybe that's where we might meet
America
Chavez. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be really cool. I wonder if, like, do you think she's gonna get her own like spin-off, or because there's got to be more, especially with her abilities, there's got to be like another thing that they're gonna create or something, because that's huge.
That is. And originally Doctor Strange 2 was supposed to happen before Spider-Man No Way Home, so they had incorporated a scene where the Peters actually so I feel like they definitely have to incorporate her more, especially since the multiverse is coming into play. But also, I don't know if this is going to be the end of the multiverse. Like, is it going to be over after this? So will we need her anymore?
I don't think so. I think we're gonna get Secret Wars.
I will be.
Oh yeah, true.
Pissed.
We're getting. I feel like true.
I will be so pissed if the multiverse is over after this movie. First of all, we had it for 2 seconds,
right?
And the purpose of the next Latina superhero is just gone to dust.
Right.
In one movie. I will be so pissed.
I honestly think, like, with the Marvels, I think that's where she's gonna play. a huge part is with like Captain Marvel, and like I mean, I don't even know like what like her motivation is, but I feel like she has the most ability to show up there, bring in all those other like versions of herself. Because there's so many threats with Captain Marvel, with the Kree and the Skrulls and like the Secret Invasion, coming up. Like, I feel like if anyone knows how to like save that universe at that specific time with all these like characters just coming out of nowhere and like finding out that everyone's evil, she knows how to like get everyone the true versions of themselves to help fight as well.
Right. And I feel like maybe we could see her in the new Ant-Man Quantumania, because we know you're going to have Kane in there, and maybe we could have his different variants and stuff in there. So maybe
Iron Lad ?
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah, that was in the trailer. I would love to see like the good version of Kang fight with the Avengers. I feel like that'd be like a twist before we actually get the true villain of Kang the Conqueror.
I would like that better than good Thanos.
Yeah.
Oh, I would too. For 100%.
100,000.
Yeah. But it would be really funny to see though, like
see
like a scene with like the Mad Titan. Everyone thought that was like the most horrible person in the galaxy, turning out to be like completely chill about everything. I feel like that'd be so funny.
Or they should do they should have the multiverse version of the what if scenario where Ant-Man shrinks down and goes up Thanos's butt.
Oh no!
And then just grows.
Right. Yeah.
I love that theory.
Take
that was
that, good
so
Thanos. No, just
funny.
kidding.
That was so funny.
I think I have a really interesting question. So we see like we go into Wanda's head, right? And there's these two cells. What if the Illuminati is holding her kids there?
Please.
That's why she goes there to try to destroy them, killing them to freeing her kids.
Ooh.
That's what my brain goes to, is like there's got to be like a very hard, strong reason of why she would go somewhere where everyone is so powerful, so many powerhouses that like could kill her at any moment. There's got to be a reason why she's risking her life to fight all these other people for no outcome,
From a writer's standpoint, if you're moving forward with the Young Avengers, we got to get them kids out.
Oh,
we got to find a way to do it. And so that's why, like, I think that in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, we're getting the kids. We're getting the kids in some way, and we're getting them here, and we're getting them safe, and so we can move forward with Wiccan and Speed. But that's actually not a bad way to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
That'd be a dope way to do it. Yeah.
Having all these powerhouses know about Wanda and like the other versions of herself. And like,
it's not a secret that that's her motivation. It's not a secret.
No. Yeah. I mean, that's what was set up in WandaVision, was like her wanting to have the family that she deserved.
I mean, we know that she doesn't know that her husband is running around out there all pale and, not like actively avoiding her. She don't know that. She thinks he's dead. So
yes. So sorry, I didn't mean
to
interrupt
go ahead.
you.
No, your hand is raised. Go ahead.
I was just thinking, he got me thinking with the cell thing now, because if there is other versions of Billy and Tommy out there, it wouldn't make sense that they were screaming out for their mom, like help us. But if they were trapped in a cell, that would make sense for them to be screaming, mom, help us. So
yeah, there's that like slimmer of, yes, they're trapped and they need to be broken, because it feels like they set it up in a way where it feels like they were kidnapped. And yes, they were kidnapped. They were kidnapped by Agatha Harkness, but they were able to be brought back to her. But imagine like the scale of like, no, they were actually trapped by Professor Xavier. Like, that is horrible. And yes, he's like known as like this like perfect guy, the head of the X-Men, this like really great dude. But like, imagine like her standpoint of, no, you're the one that kidnapped my children and held them hostage. I'm going to do anything in my ability to get them the fuck out of there. Like, yeah.
I just had an idea. You can tell this is my idea face. I'll like be looking down and then I'll just look up at the ceiling and then I'll go, light bulb. If I was writing Loki, I would have had the TVA involved with the boys.
Okay. Oh, okay. Getting like the little...
Marvel, hire me.
Yeah, that's interesting. Imagine like their timeline got pruned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would wonder that, because if Wanda's really in control of these things, and then the boys really aren't meant to exist.
Oh, that would be crazy.
Especially if their father is dead, they really are. If their father was literally an illusion,
right,
they shouldn't exist. So I feel like the TVA, and if you want to bring the TVA and Loki and Sylvie into Multiverse of Madness, that's not a bad way to do it either.
I'm
is
really
to have
interested.
The TVA have the boys.
I'm really interested on how, like, why they'd be brought in. I know that like each of them are super powerful and like they are, wizards and stuff like that, but why? It doesn't feel like there's like a need for them because there's so many people that are like coming out. And I don't see like Loki really working with Doctor Strange, so it's interesting.
True.
I'm not a big fan of the whole like Loki's gonna be in this movie theory. Because at this point, in terms of like the importance of Loki for the MCU, he did his job.
Right, he's dead in the MCU.
He's dead in the MCU. But he did his job. Like, he's gonna go do his own thing and deal with his own multiverse problems, I feel like. But like Loki did what he had to do for the greater MCU. And I mean Loki the show. Loki the show did what it had to do for the greater MCU. And now I don't see a need to put him back in it. As much as I would love to have a Thor Loki reunion, I think he's done. I think he's doing his own thing.
If anything, I kind of want I want the kid Loki, right? I want the kid Loki to join
Alligator Loki.
No, yes. I want kid Loki to join the Avengers with Wiccan and Speed.
Yeah, that would be dope.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Cool. So we get like, imagine like Thor meeting like this younger version of his brother.
But that's the version that killed him. So I don't know.
No, it has to be Party Thor meeting the younger version.
Party Thor. Yeah, right. Yeah, so that
the most powerful Thor in the universe.
That brings me to like another like question. Do you think that Wiccan and Speed are gonna stay in the main MCU timeline, or do you think they're just gonna be like in their own separate like universe? So they're gonna stay in the multiverse, only brought in when like they need to be.
I understand.
See, I don't know, because I feel like if there's a TVA yet, then they're gonna not let them be in this universe. But if there isn't a TVA, then who cares? They can stay here and do whatever. But if America Chavez stays here, then and they need them, she can just go get
America Chavez, Kate Bishop,
the twins.
What's his name? The twins. What's his name? Elijah? That's not his name. No. What is his name?
Hey, oh my gosh.
It starts with an E. It starts with an E. It starts with an E. I'm gonna hate myself for not knowing this.
Eli
Bradley. Eli Bradley.
Right?
So Eli Bradley
and Miss Marvel.
So
not only
they're
that,
setting it up.
See, but we have Tony Stark's daughter as well.
She's like 10.
No, I know. No. So she's gonna be brought up by Spider-Man.
But she's like still a kid. She's a kid.
Yeah, no, there's time.
So are the twins. Twins.
And we also what was the other character? We have Ant-Man's daughter too.
Oh yes, Cassie Lane. I forget what
Cassie Lane. Oh, Stinger.
Yes, Stature,
or Stature, depending on who you.
So like we have a pretty set Avengers team coming up anyway. So there's a lot of people that.
But I feel like the twins would probably have to stay. They would age themselves up again, probably.
Yeah, that was really cool that they did in WandaVision. Was like, hey, we're already like 9 years old, and like the matter of 10 seconds, it's fine.
Man, I wish I could have done that.
Same.
Just kidding, but then I wish I could go back down because I don't want to deal with adult responsibilities.
I just want to change ages whenever I want.
Right.
Yeah.
I would love to be like 25 to go to work, and then after work I would just want to transform into a 6-year-old again. And just
so
go to bed.
we see this like dinosaur world that we talked about like the other episode, and obviously that's where Battle World is for Secret Wars. Do you think we're gonna go back to that, and do you think
it's Jurassic World?
Do you think that's gonna be where Secret Wars takes place, or do you think we're gonna get an entirely new location for Secret Wars that's like more personal to the MCU and Kang the Conqueror and stuff like that?
It depends on what it does in this movie.
Right. Yeah. I feel like if it plays a big role in this movie, we may see it again. But if it's just really brief, we may not. But who knows? If it is really brief, that could be setting it up for something.
And if it has even an ounce of significance, we may see it again.
Right.
But if it's literally like the Guardians 2 jump through,
Mm-hmm.
then we're not gonna see it again, probably.
Right. Imagine getting like this like fight scene and like a messed up version of New York where the first Avengers took place, only this time it's got the X-Men, it's got the Fantastic Four, it's got all of the new Avengers, it's got
a pan around shot of like
except it's
they're basically recreating the Avengers with all these multiverse.
I want to see, if we're gonna jump through different verses, I want to see the New York's battle with like Fantastic Four and then X-Men and then Young Avengers and then like
see, I really want
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
I really want them to recontextualize that moment in time, and like you find out that no, they were all there.
Mm-hmm.
But Wanda was the one that took them out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So you would have never known. Yeah. But I would love to see like the Spider-Verse come in.
Mm-hmm.
I really want like Miles and Gwen and Spider-Man 2049 and stuff like that to all like join the MCU as well, because they, the shot in the trailer, they go into like this animated world. Why not pull them from that specific place,
Yeah,
Spider-Verse is so like big. Why not like, work with Sony and like bring those characters to real life? There's so
much.
Do you know
what it took to get No Way Home?
Oh, I'm not saying it's going to be
easy. Do you
want
to go through that again? I do not. Donovan, I was working for Disney when that happened in 2019, when that happened. When that whole thing went down, I was working there and I was doing costumes for characters, and Marvel was one of my venues. And it literally like, it was a good like, what? It was like, what? Like we were like, what is happening? I didn't believe it at first.
I don't think a lot of people did. Like
they're not gonna waste like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on Spider-Man costumes right now. And like a bunch of actors are gonna lose their jobs, and like, what is happening? And then like 3 days later it was fine. And we were like, what was the point of that? Why Marvel, did we have to know?
They put so much money onto their actors first thing.
Yeah.
That's what they really want to push. They don't care how much they're willing to spend, because they have so many different IPs and properties that if they're willing to score like
I was talking about Disney performers, first of all. I was talking about the Disneyland performers who were going to lose their jobs because they lost Spider-Man. But that's go ahead.
When he was being kicked out of the MCU, right? That when was its kicked out.
That's what I'm talking about. We were like, hello.
Yeah.
But that's what happened when No Way Home was being negotiated.
Yeah.
Right, I don't think I want Marvel and Sony to have another dispute over Spider-Verse. They might break Avengers Campus and split it in half.
Right.
the Sony area.
It's shared Marvel Sony's
characters.
Campus.
Yes. The Sony universe of shared Marvel characters.
Oh God. I don't want it. I just keep those two away from each other.
So there was that like Wanda versus Wanda fight. Do you think that's like her looking at herself, or do you think that is actually like another variant of Wanda Maximoff?
I feel like this may be, I don't want to say she's gonna die, but I feel like this may be when she dies or something, and she's like finally accepting everything, and she's like facing herself and everything she's done. I feel like that may be that moment where she either dies or gets trapped somewhere or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to think about one.
I know. Me either, but listen, they said this is super dark and scary, so I feel like I don't know. I feel
like it's Wanda. Darker if she's trapped.
Yeah.
I feel like that's more
she can come
sick.
back.
I feel like this was
I feel like she would actually like want to die.
This was a perfect lead-in to Marvel Zombies. So obviously we had the Marvel zombie version of Wanda, survive. I want to see her in live action.
That would be dope.
Oh, that storyline just wrecked me.
Yeah, exactly. The one where
that storyline made that episode for me.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Like Vision just keeps he's like, I have to keep her alive.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was watching it with you and I was like, he has to keep her alive.
And she tried so hard to keep him alive in our universe and she didn't want to destroy. Oh, it was so.
I know. Yeah. I got the zombie Wanda pop for my birthday.
I love that one.
I bought it for myself.
Oh.
I was like, I deserve something now.
True. Treat yourself.
No, but that's so cool to see those characters from that the zombie world just coming into the MCU and bleeding in that horror element, because that was so cool to see.
That was so cool.
And I never thought I would.
I would love to see Zombie Wasp, how she was so big. That would be so cool to see her. Oh my god, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, is there any other characters you want to see from that?
Oh gosh, I don't even know what other zombies. Oh my gosh, Falcon.
Falcon would be so cool.
We briefly got Spider-Man with the cape, with the cloak in No Way Home.
We did. We
got it.
And we got that.
Yeah.
That was a cute little Easter egg.
We got that zombie version of Tony Stark, or the skeleton version of Tony Stark, and No Way Home.
Far from home.
Yep. That would be so cool. I want to see.
So messed up.
Do you think we could see Chris Evans or Robert Downey come back for a cameo as a different variant or something like that?
That's why I was saying he was.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I wasn't thinking it for this movie, but I was thinking for Secret Wars, having that big combination. So the MCU is moved so far, and the X-Men have had their thing, the Fantastic Four have done their thing. Imagine bringing in variants of Tony and Steve Rogers, but only this isn't the same Iron Man that we grew up with,
right?
But this is the same Captain America. This is where he ended up with the stones.
That'd be cool.
So before he put them all back, he decided to fight in Battle World with the new Avengers.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, and that also ending with him returning to Peggy for the first time instead of having that that time jump where they had already been married and he was set. Only this is how it actually happened.
I'd love to see our Steve Rogers meet with Captain Carter. That would be so cool to see an interaction with them.
What I do think will happen in this film, though, is we are going to get Hydra Cap.
Yes.
Get a dark version of Captain America where they successfully took over the whole entirety of S.H.I.E.L.D. And Cap gave in and became the head of Hydra.
That would be crazy.
That'd be cool.
That'd be sick to see his ultimate change from being such a straightforward American, fighting in the war. Only no, I'm just gonna completely join the Nazis and become one of them in my. That's crazy.
I'd like to see Blade. I know that we're getting his own show and everything. We had kind of an introduction to his voice and everything in Eternals. Yeah, that'd be cool to see him in live action.
Do you think he'll join Midnight Suns when that comes out?
Yeah, that would be really cool. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Because Midnight Suns is all of the other characters. So Punisher, we're getting Punisher when they do the Armorware show. That was confirmed. He's going to come in from the Netflix show. We already have most likely Daredevil's coming in this movie. So we have Daredevil, we have Doctor Strange already. Blade as well, and then Moon Knight. Moon Knight's also coming in. So we have everything set up for that.
Yeah, and I know they were talking about Ghost Rider, who the guy from The Walking Dead. They wanted him to be. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff that's going on right now that I'm just thank you for everything that you blessed me with. Is there anything else that you guys want to dive into? Or any thoughts or theories? I'm most excited for Moon Knight, in my opinion. I'm so ready for that. I think that's gonna be super cool to see all these Egyptian demons and mummies and stuff coming into this world. I feel like that's so cool because that time period
Brown people
like,
are coming.
so interesting. Yeah, that'll be cool. I know. Well, he's not only coming for that. He's also they're doing a Star Wars show. I don't know when, but they're gonna continue the sequels, and he's gonna be a part of like Rey and Poe's like Jedi training, and they're doing like a whole. Yeah, Finn.
Rey and Finn.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. I know. Just leave the sequel stuff to me.
Yeah, so it's gonna be interesting. Like they're doing a lot with this guy and the MCU and Star Wars, and it's cool. So
I love Oscar Isaac. I'm just really excited for like the storm of Latinos that's coming into the MCU and not in a farcical way. I mean, Luis is hilarious. Don't get me wrong, but I'm ready. Latinos have been comedians for like 2 decades. Let's be superheroes now, please. So I've been ready.
Part of me,
I had my faith in Supergirl, but her costume is ugly.
Yeah.
It's ugly. So I'm just like America Chavez, Moon Knight, Oscar Isaac and Moon Knight. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Part of what was I thinking? Sorry, I just like drew a huge blank when I was thinking about that. Jeez. Oh, it was a good thought too. I'm so mad now.
Oh no, did I make you lose track? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. You're good. It happens. But yeah, like
it goes in one ear and
just
goes out the other.
It's gone. But yeah, that's all for me. Is there anything else that you guys are thinking about?
I got nothing. I'm good.
I'm just really excited. I can't wait to see what theories are proven and all the blood in the first Marvel horror movie.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And Sam Raimi.
Sam Raimi. Yes, true.
It's so cool that he's like directing this like horror flick for the MCU for the first time. That's like awesome.
It's gonna be so dope. I'm excited to see what he does for Marvel outside of like the very much comic book movie of Spider-Man. I'm excited to see him tackle this in a superhero movie. So this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm super stoked.
Well, thank you so much, Donavan, for coming on and talking Marvel. It's been so fun, and I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Not only that, he's also coming back on Monday for our hero bracket. So he'll be one of the judges, which I'm super stoked about. He'll be able to like listen in and kind of judge and give feedback about, everyone that
that's good because he picked multiverse characters that Jared and I know nothing about. So you can kind of be like, and this character does this, and we'll be like, okay. Exactly. Yeah.
Now I know how to take you on. Okay.
Right now I know he didn't just pick people that I don't know.
But you're not going to say it in a way that Sky does, which is like, and my character's better than yours, and there's no way your character could beat mine. And I'm like, you're not coming at this from an unbiased standpoint. You realize that, right?
No, but I'm excited. It'll be fun. There's a lot of characters that you and Jared have chosen that are like, oh, okay, I need to do some work here.
I have Shang-Chi.
Yeah. It'll be fun. But yeah, before we go, where can they find you again, Donavan?
I'm the Donavan Rose on TikTok and Instagram. Those are my only 2 socials. Mostly Marvel content, but yeah.
All right, cool.
Woohoo!
But yeah, thank you guys as always for listening and streaming the Dream a Fantastic Dream podcast. This has been so much fun. As always, please leave us a like and a review on the show. Go check out the Redbubble merch shop. Hopefully Jared can get his stuff up and running for his shop. So that'll be happening soon. The YouTube as well. Always posting the videos. I think you guys are going to want to see this one. Finally meeting Donavan. Such a joy and a light in the Marvel community. So thank you. And as always, dream a fantastic dream.